My teenage years were a confusing time. The early 2000s felt like an endless cycle of acne, orthodontics appointments, and crippling self-consciousness. To cope, I devoured advice from magazines about how to make myself over. It felt like every movie had a makeover too, and it was always my favorite part. I still remember them vividly. Was I the only one? So I'm working on a film about movie makeover montages. I'm curious, when you think about makeovers in movies, what do you think of?
The first thing that always comes to mind for me is Clueless.
The Devil Wears Prada.
The red dress from She's All That.
It's like the instant gratification.
They make it seem so glamorous.
Back then it was like a secret longing and like hope. You know, if I do all these things, I can change.
I still think that. All right, I want to show you guys what I have so far. We can pause whenever, and feel free to comment as you watch. I'm going to press play. Is everyone ready?
Okay.
Yep, me too.
Okay, ready.
Growing up, I loved makeover movies. The dizzying salon transformations, the triumphant reveals, and the stunned love interests. It was also sparkly and intoxicating. Coming from an immigrant family, these films were a step-by-step guide, not just to how to be a woman, but also how to be American. And they promised that no matter how awkward I looked or felt, a new and improved me was right around the corner. I'm gonna be a supermodel. Of course, looking back now, it wasn't just anyone who could be made over. Almost all the women we see getting makeovers are skinny, brunette, and white, and that's been true for almost 100 years of film.
Wait, can we pause? I'm curious, did you find any women of color in these scenes?
There are a couple makeovers of color, is the academic term. But for the most part, they're sidekicks, which is also the case for queer characters. It's so strange looking back. I almost never saw myself in these films, but I was definitely paying close attention to what they said about the world and how to be in it.
To answer some of your questions, we've produced a short educational film. Lights!
Where is the beautiful girl?
My granddaughter, Amelia.
Oh.
It's always, they look like a grandma or, you know, tomboy.
Yeah, butch.
And both of those are only a problem because they supposedly don't appeal to straight men.
All the guys at my school pretty much assume I'm a lesbian, and not the hot kind.
Another sign that you need a makeover is that you eat food or that you eat it the wrong way. But either way, the message is that food is a problem.
Fern, no! Never, ever eat at lunch period. Do you understand me?
I said to myself, go ahead. Take a chance. Hire the smart fat girl.
We're going to have trouble. She's a thinker.
She's also a talker.
I'm a comparative psychobiologist.
I just seem to frighten them away. You look too darned intelligent. You know,
Oh my God, can we pause? I didn't realize how, like, anti-intellectual these movies were.
Yeah.
I definitely internalized that as, like, a bookworm growing up.
Do you always wear those glasses?
Oh my God. I also have a memory of the makeover montages not only being about physical stuff, but, like, fixing their attitude. I remember internalizing that too, that it's like, it's on me that I'm not popular. I'm coming off as unapproachable.
Yeah, you'd have to be extroverted, like very sociable.
Well, would it hurt you to smile once in a while?
You're always walking around, you know, with hair down, all moping around. I've got an idea. Let's do a makeover. No. Oh, come on, let us. Cher's main thrill in life is a makeover, okay? It gives her a sense of control in a world full of chaos. Please.
Sure. Okay, let's see how you look on the makeover machine.
The technology section, yes.
Not how technology actually works.
Yeah. Creepy. I'm noticing how, like, hospital-looking all those scenes are.
It's like a science experiment.
Seeing, like, the hair, there's always, like, white girls getting those things done, and that was, like, no way related to, like, how I, like, they were not showing someone sitting in a chair getting their hair braided for 7 hours. Like, that was not included.
And at the same time, like these white girls with, you know, the brunette curls, like it's just so obviously racialized. As someone who had the frizzy hair growing up that like was always the pre-montage, this is making all those connections for me that I always straightened my hair. I always hated my hair. That was the scene I remember. Bloop.
That always annoyed me. Making a mess everywhere.
Ow! Ow!
Oh my god.
This is gross.
Hello.
Okay, pause. I love that they're waxing legs that already have no hair on them. Because showing actual hairy legs would just be like too disgusting.
Maybe you should include 40-year-old virgin.
Where they've actually waxed his chest.
I remember always being told that I have hair like a man. I started shaving my legs when I was 9. I shaved my arms. Then I started narrowing my arms, bleaching my mustache. I mean, I did everything.
Bikini wax. Oh.
The magical Spanx.
Thank you.
So much control by men.
Yeah.
And so often the man is older and wealthier. So the power dynamic is even more skewed.
Now take your glasses off.
Oh, God.
That's strange. It always seems to work in the movies.
Take off these glasses.
I always knew you was pretty.
You have such pretty eyes. Don't hide it.
Oh my God.
Just wondering if you have to,
Oh, not necessarily.
Oh my God.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Suddenly beautiful.
little things like that make enough. Hello.
Hello.
This is making me mad. Not only how hard women are working, but in contrast to like the men around them and how little they're working.
Look, I'm just curious. How many hours a day do you spend grooming yourself?
It's also just so expensive to do all that stuff.
Wake up, time to shop.
This was always my favorite part.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I like totally bought into the idea that one trip to the mall could change everything.
Me too.
Well, you're gonna be spending an obscene amount of money in here.
Wait, what? I want someone to say that to me one day. Is that too much to ask for?
$1,700.
$6,000?
A real bargain, miss, for only $12,000.
I'll take it. It's like you can buy happiness. All of this is accessible to you if you have a credit card.
I mean, it's also like you have to transform yourselves if you want to ascend the class hierarchy.
Elbows off the table. Don't slouch.
We don't slump like this.
I'm still so self-conscious about the way I walk.
I think you have a great walk.
Thank you.
I don't know what you expect me to do.
There's nothing in this whole closet that'll fit a size 6, I can guarantee you.
Size 6. Wow.
What man would ever look at me and say, I want you? I'm fat.
I think for me it had the effect of like wanting to hide because I was always a bigger fat girl. So like I just knew I couldn't be that.
I felt like too, even if I had, millions of dollars, I just knew I could never be like those girls.
What are they doing? They've been in there for hours.
There was a lot to be done.
Where the hell is she? What could possibly be taking this long?
Oh God, I love the reveals. I hate to say it, but I love the reveals so much.
Honestly, I could just watch this one on a loop.
She does look so good though. She looks so good.
Bandage dress.
Got hair just blowing in the wind. So good.
That's like the pinnacle.
Whoa. I'm fine. I'm cool. I'm good.
Don't you have a prom or something to go to?
It looks like Cinderella is finally going to the ball.
Cinderella?
Cinderella.
Cinder-fucking-rella.
I feel like often the end goal is to be like looked at by a guy. So after watching these, a lot of the time I was like, oh, I want to be that girl someday. And then also like daydream about some time that I would be gazed at, like, and get that look from a man.
I still want that.
Some of these guys do not deserve these.
Does this really happen in real life though?
I feel like this has never happened to me. Although, yes, I always wanted it.
Obviously, part of it is to get the man's attention. But beyond that, it's just about being accepted. Like before, they're bullied or people look down at them. And then after the makeover, they're smiling, confident, everyone's being nice to them. And it's like, look, you can fit into the world if you just follow these rules.
Yeah.
It's like, this is how you will be happy.
Watching this, it's like making over in service of what? At the end of the day, you're still cheering for the person to like figure out how to live within the system. And like, the system is the problem. It's all like about assimilation, and that's what I think it's like deeply relevant as an immigrant, right? They're just trying to make it more digestible because it is only white people.
Yeah, it's just more coded.
I'm trying to make you as white as I can, Cher.
That's it. We'll make you blonde with blue eyes.
It's also about conforming to the conventionally feminine, right?
Ty's definitely queer. The flannel.
Yeah, I'm like thinking about a very queer presenting aesthetic as the before image.
that they need to fix. Even after the makeover, beauty is a minefield. Women have to be beautiful, but beauty is power.
Hi, girls.
And these movies teach us that power corrupts.
You're a virgin who can't drive.
You used to make fun of the runway girls.
Ugh,
what
the
happened?
worst.
Now you've become one of them.
I had to pretend to be plastic.
Buddy, you're not pretending anymore. You're plastic.
It's almost like punishing them for taking this power.
You can't have too much power.
Women have to be beautiful, but beautiful women are ridiculed as stupid and superficial.
My hairline is so weird. My pores are huge. My nail beds suck.
Yeah, it was almost a reverse thing. It's like the bimbo blonde who wanted to be taken seriously, and so you just have these two options, like these two extremes.
Women have to be sexy, but not too sexy.
Not that high.
You're not letting her go out like that, are you?
Oh my God.
Or maybe we are supposed to be too sexy? It's very confusing. Women have to attract male attention, but also accept all the danger it brings.
Are you hitting on me?
Stop it!
I hadn't realized actually how many scenes in these comedies have sexual assault in them.
And it's kind of like a joke.
Yeah. Or like subtly implying that this is just the price you pay.
Oh, it's like feminism never even happened, you know?
These stories tell us we can become anyone we want, but also that being a woman means shrinking ourselves in so many ways. We may love these films, but they don't love us back.
I can't believe, like, I ingested all of this.
I mean, honestly, yeah, like, how the fuck did I make it?
I know.
Like, I'm so proud of you.
Like, you made it, but, like, still with, like, the baggage, like, in retrospect, God, this was fucked up, but, like, also, I love it. Like, that love-hate relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I still love a makeover montage, but like, is there a less fucked up version?
The makeover is like an individual solution to like a systematic fuck up.
Yeah, we have to fix the systems because that's the actual problem. So basically, dismantle capitalism.
Plot twist, it was white supremacy all along.
There are no ethical makeovers under capitalism. The end.
Oh my God.
Great, we solved it. All right, I'll let you guys go.
Bye.
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 What's a makeover?